Hello and welcome from the technology programming team here at NDTV Network. For the longest of times, people have been attaching extra screens to their desktops to extend their canvases. But because laptops, they have to travel, be portable, a logical design direction of managing extra screen space within the same chassis started seeing popularity. But if I keep the long tablet folding in half style aside, I think this is the logical solution to a very niche problem. This is the Asus ZenBook Duo for 2024. So now Asus has been doing ZenBook Duos for very long, and kudos Asus for sticking to a product line that felt prototype for a very long time. But this is a normal laptop, right? I mean, it is. I have the Core i9 185H variant, 32 gigs of RAM, 2TB fast storage, Intel's AI Boost NPU, Intel's Arc platform is the integrated graphic unit. I mean, it doesn't have a dedicated GPU per se, and I was really tempted to push this configuration to the limit, but I figured out that shouldn't be my mission. My singular purpose for this video should be to remove the keyboard, wait for a second or so, and then this laptop becomes all screen. I really feel this is much better than having a folding screen, and I can say that with much confidence because I personally own a ZenBook Pro Duo, the first generation, and by accident, this could probably be the longest usage preview laptop I've ever used. Let me start by saying the book mode is a big meh. While it does make small sense for reading and a big sense for producing vertical content, but if you wanted it to be a legit thing, you would have put the headphone jack on the same side as the USB ports for power and data, which is why I used it once and then never again. The stat mode though, that is why it exists and where it shines. Both screens, the gorgeous OLEDs, both screens are touchscreen, both support things like Dolby Vision. In fact, the new pen works really well as an input device, as a productivity tool, as something you can also play around with, but tap the bottom screen with 6 or more fingers and pops up a virtual keyboard. You can have it in full screen like I have here, you can have it half screen with or without a trackpad for cursor duties. Honestly, large screens with no tactile keyboards, they've never found love for me. It's why I don't use tablets also extensively. I'm not sure if that's just a personal me thing, but I've got to give marks to accidental palm touch and rejections. That's really good. But a couple of times I did face UI glitchings. A couple of times it sort of just froze on me. I mean, it's a software issue because it starts working fine once you close it and get the keyboard running back up again. But just doesn't make sense to me. I've always been using it in the stacked mode. I have been multitasking on both the screens, and the only thing that makes me stop using it like this is that the keyboard eventually runs out of battery. I mean, it is long enough to last an entire workday of mine, and you can charge it via USB-C cable or just dock it back very satisfyingly. Now, I've been using this machine to the max. I've actually dissed my own computer, and it is only when over pushing stuff that I feel like I need more. But for everything else, I've been enjoying the portability. I've been enjoying the battery life. I've been enjoying the day-to-day performance on demand that this machine offers. I've been enjoying the screens. I've been enjoying the really loud and yet very clear Harman Kardon tuned speakers. I've been enjoying the small footprint of the charger. Most of all, I've been really enjoying the extra screen space. Of course, I have some amount of concerns with durability. For example, what if there's dust or gunk stuck on the back of the keyboard and then I just slam it back? What if that happens? What if I'm not carrying the keyboard and then there's more pressure applied by mistake than the teardrop can now take, this gap in between? But for the price, the only laptop and portable productive solution of its kind, this is it. Hey, are you a dual screen person? Why don't you let us know? You know where to send your comments to.